We'll talk about historic winter weather. Oh, my goodness.
Alana, what do you think of that, huh?
Oh, my goodness. I think that's our snow. I want to call them and say, hey, give that back.
Right.
You know who got snow today? Not Utah, but this is former morning meteorologist Thomas Gieboy. He's in Mobile, Alabama. This is him with his daughter. They picked up 8 inches of snow. This is a storm system they will be talking about on the Gulf Coast for years and years to come. I have the radar loop so you can see it. This is what happens when upper level moisture crashes into Arctic air. You see that snow impacting Alabama, Louisiana, and then up the eastern seaboard, headed through Atlanta. What an unusual day. But this air, yep, it's cold enough to do just that. A little closer to home, we were dry, but we were cold as well. Sunset video, really pretty from Scott. Hey, thanks, Scott. Appreciate you sending that in. You see the cloud cover? That's actually associated with a trough coming through. Ooh, there's pop of color, 5:32 when the sun went down. That's going to bring another shot of cooler air, and that means tomorrow will be cold as well. We will be below average. High temperatures today have stayed below freezing in Logan. We saw 30s in Salt Lake and just barely above freezing in Provo. 20s in places like Price, Vernal. 40s in Cedar City. 46 was the high in Cedar City. The low was 0. So that was a temperature swing today. 43 in St. George. Cedar actually warmer than St. George. It was cold. It still is. This was the ABC4 backyard, and our fountains are frozen over. It looks like Elsa showed up, touched some of those fountains. No. We don't like to do cold without snow. We need a little precipitation. We'll get to that because a storm is going to head our way. Right now, we've got teens and 20s out there, single digits already in our eastern valleys where that Arctic air holding on. It's slowly going to slide to the east. High pressure will take over. We've got a dry northwest flow in place. We put this into motion, and you see those clouds kind of dissipate in the north, head into central Utah with clearing conditions that will allow for those temperatures to really dip heading into tonight. So a lot of that Arctic air to the east of us. For tomorrow, holding on for our mountains and mountain valleys, and that's why the cold will linger with that reinforcing shot of cold air. Daytime highs will be below average in the areas in blue. We should get back to average down there in southern Utah. We're going to start warming from the west. We don't get to warm for long. Big picture breaks down what to expect for the remainder of your work week. Always like to forewarn you, so we do have some changes brewing. That warming trend, it's gradual. It impacts us Thursday and then into Friday when temperatures will spike. What you're going to notice here is a more westerly flow that becomes southwesterly on Friday, and that will aid in getting our temperatures to average and then above. And that's ahead of an approaching storm system. That area of low pressure, not all the weather models agree on that and its path, but it looks like it's going to dig south, favoring southern Utah, but bringing the potential for snow statewide. We'll see what happens. Those snow showers will be interesting because, St. George has not seen measurable moisture since late November. So this would be a welcome storm, and it could be cold enough that we see flurries flying in Washington County. Wintry mix for sure, but possibly some flurries. We're going to watch as that low pressure tracks through the desert southwest before high pressure takes over again. Snow accumulation is long range here, but as I mentioned, we like to forewarn you. Mountains in the south look to do really well. The chance of measurable snow does impact northern Utah as well and goes all the way down to the southwestern corner of the state. That will change many times before we get to the weekend, but we're going to watch it really closely and stay on top of it so you know what to expect. 20s and 30s for tomorrow. Cold overnight, so bundle up the kids and yourself when you head out tomorrow morning. It's going to be a scrape your windshield type of morning, going sub-zero in Vernal. Whew. Yeah, eastern valleys really, really cold with those teens. 20s for the overnight in St. George, low 50s for the highs, and that's pretty close to average. 55 is the average high in St. George this time of year. We see those 50s through Saturday where we get increasing cloud cover, but then that storm impacts the south Sunday into Monday, cold enough to see some snow showers, mixed precipitation because daytime highs do make it into the 40s. How about the Wasatch Front? Brr, it's cold. We're going to see those 30s sticking around for the next couple of days, getting to the 40s with the help of southwest flow on Friday. That storm could bring scattered to isolated snow showers to the north, but it looks like it's a little sweet on the south, and you know what? I don't blame it. They have not seen measurable moisture in southern Utah since November 27th.
Oh, they need it.
Hello?
They need it.
No, we don't do that here. We need some snow. We need some moisture.